Ladies and gentlemen, Brian the Beer Snob.
Hey, thanks for joining us today as we're going to review this Sam Adams Winter Classic Pack. Alright, so there's 6 beers in this pack, so there's 3 of us. We can't have a beer apiece, so we're just going to divvy them up the best we can and drink it that way. Now, Hunter, you got some kind of story to tell about this one right here.
Right, yeah, so the Sam Adams Winter Lager. Believe it or not, I think I stole one of these from my dad when I was in high school. And maybe took 2 sips out of it, poured it out, didn't like it.
Didn't care for it.
I was drinking light beer back then, probably Natural Light or something. So,
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
yeah, maybe my
So
maybe my taste buds have
this is
evolved.
going to be your reunion.
I guess, man, we'll see.
So I guess I didn't pour that in equal.
That's fine. but I
halves.
want Hunter to have
Sorry
more
about it
idea.
right here. You don't split this between me and you. That's good with me.
Your production manager is here.
Yeah, it's well, everybody that watches the channel knows how my math is, so when they say divide 2 beers into 3 glasses,
Here you go, Ray. I'll give you some.
what did you expect?
Thank you.
There you go.
It's going to be a long day.
It is.
This looks rather nice, though.
It does.
This is, what is this? This is a winter lager brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger. I hope the ginger doesn't make it spicy, like hot.
Really.
We'll give it another
So,
go. It's
I was
been
gonna say,
6 or 7 years.
I'm waiting
so
to hear what you think about it
I
after so many years.
hopefully my taste buds have evolved a little bit.
Well, you have been
I think
watching
they have.
Brian Snob for,
Yeah, and-
or Brian the Beer Snob for
Maybe
a number
I've
of years now.
Picked up some things from the beer
number of
snob.
months.
Yeah.
You know, reading what they put in there, it's mild, but it gives it a really nice flavor.
Yeah.
This
It tastes like a Sam Adams to me.
this does. This does. This
You know,
Must have been a fool back then.
got a distinct.
well, I was the same way back
Taste.
in the old days. If it was a regular, you know, like, I got Bud Light and Budweiser.
Yeah.
I didn't like Budweiser, but I loved Bud Light.
Right.
Same way with Coors. Didn't like a full Coors. Coors Light, I loved it.
But you
Now
were
I just
probably-
appreciate the beer flavor, and this has great beer flavor.
You were probably drinking what? Natty Ice? Or,
Yeah,
Well,
like I said,
really,
I-
as Brian says, the gas station.
The gas station
beers.
beers.
I mean, really light beers.
right. Like I said, I was
So that
18
probably
years
tasted
old.
foreign
maybe.
to you, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm pleasantly surprised because reading the label, I thought it was going to taste like an IPA. They called it a winter lager, but I thought it was going to taste like an IPA. But I don't taste anything IPA related in this beer. It's just,
Ingredient wise, I guess.
yeah, with the orange peel and
No, it tastes good. It's very flavorful.
very mild bitterness. It just tastes like a really good beer.
Yes.
Mm.
Man, how things change, I guess.
I know.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So Brian, you think we're gonna see flavors change as we move down the line?
I tell you what, I want to skip this one. I know we started here. It would make sense to go this way, but this is the only porter in the pack. I'd like to try the others and do this one last.
Yep.
So
You are a porter, man.
yes.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are we gonna go to next?
Your call. We'll skip the porter for last, right?
Try this holiday white ale. Only because my new opener's broken. God. I've only had
Oh, good gosh.
a third of 2 beers, and
Cut him
I'm
off.
already.
Cut him off!
And see, now I gotta try to remember how high up the glass chute did we go.
That's very light in color.
I got it wrong again.
It's all right. As long as I get a sip.
Yeah.
Wet my whistle.
Sorry, Ray.
Oh wait, what was the
White
winter
ale?
lager? That was 5.6% alcohol.
Let me see that bottle.
Yeah, read that for me, cause my
5.8.
5.8 is a little bit more potent, huh?
Oh,
I'm glad you brought the magnifying glass.
yeah, I can't see a darn thing. Jim Cook, or Cock. It's Kock. CH. The gentleman that started.
I'm disappointed. I could have sworn it would have been Sam.
I don't know how you
Adams.
pronounce that. Coke. I think it's Coke. Jim Coke.
What year was that?
1984.
So
But
it's
he
not
found the recipe of his great grandfather in the attic, and that's where he started producing the beer.
That's pretty awesome. It's a good story.
It's a good attic find.
Good
Yeah.
find. No kidding.
I hope I'm not butchering his name.
I've
White
done it.
ale?
I was pleased though. I was doing the Paul Lanner beers that I did. Had a couple people tell me I did pronounce it right,
There you go.
and the German word for
You had that one word. that
purity.
struggled.
Yeah, only 4 ingredients or something. So
Yeah.
I don't smell anything on this one.
No.
Hmm.
This
I
is-
say I've always been let down by white ales, so I'm hoping that Sam Adams is.
Changes your mind.
I hear y'all gulping.
I had to rinse out the first one. You know, it is light tasting, but there is a flavor in there.
Yeah.
It's very light tasting.
Mm-hmm. Different than the first one.
Yeah, it's. If you don't really like the beer flavor, I think you like the white ales because they're very ale brewed with spices. Ooh, see now I get a smell. Gotta get that beer in there to wet down your.
Gotta get smell-o-vision going.
Yeah,
Is that coming up?
it's a light, pleasant flavor.
It is. It's a little foreign though. It doesn't taste
Yeah.
much like beer to me.
When I think of beer, this is not really the flavor that.
I'm
That
feeling
I
the same way.
I don't know.
Is it me or am
But I
just
can
not-
tell you, you know, when I drank the Coors Light and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
I'd go to Hooters and I would always get like a Big Daddy of Sam Adams. And my wife would notice it too. Like I'd get just halfway through that Sam Adams and I'd be sitting on the other side of the table all goofy just because it's not something I normally drank all the time.
Yeah.
You know, when you're at Hooters, you gotta try something that you don't normally try.
The wings are good right here.
That's why I go there.
Yeah, there's good food there.
Used to have a
Some
good-
people go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't think they're. They know what's going on.
They just don't have the same entertainment.
Yeah, Hooters was the original.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
B-dubs or whatever they call it. It's a copy. It's a copycat. What's the other one? No, the other two. Twin Peaks
Yep.
and the
Yep.
Tilted Kilt.
Yes,
Oh,
both
okay,
of those are
Okay.
they come along later in time.
I've been outdoors, but I like the girl next door. I don't want the girl that's a lumberjack that's gonna freaking come home with a big log on her shoulders like at Twin Peaks.
Drinking Polar.
And when I went to Tilted Kilt, I
Mercy.
felt like I was in a Catholic school, girls' school
Yeah,
that
with
went
plaid
wrong.
dresses.
That went wrong because they were all tatted up, and it was it was two things that I didn't think fit together because when they were wearing their little plaid skirts and white tops, you know, it looked like a schoolgirl. I don't know, do schoolgirls really wear those outfits, or is that just in a movie I
I
saw?
think that's just on
Private
fantasy
school.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plaid,
yeah.
little skimpy outfits.
Same concept, very different attraction.
Your
Very
production
different
manager's saying,
entertainment.
keep it going, keep
Okay.
it going. She's like, keep it
Mm.
going.
All right.
Getting off the topic here.
Well, I had to say something because that beer was not.
Winter ale is okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I'll
Yeah.
drink it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
if
with
somebody offered it to me, I'd drink it. But if I bought it, I'd open the case and take those 2 beers out and just pay the 12-pack price for 10 beers myself. But
Very
Yeah.
different flavor and kind of a muted beer flavor too.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
all right,
Not that we're gonna question
how
Sam
about
Adams.
this one here?
falling behind here.
Sam Adams, Sam 76. It's just a refreshing lager.
Kind of have high expectations for this.
It is crushable.
What does that mean?
I think that's what they mean by like something sessionable. You can sit back and drink
Crush them.
a bunch of these.
Say again? What's this?
So those aren't like the beers that I normally drink.
Let him read real quick. He's
Can I
got
see
a
the bottle.
Oh, inside the cap, right there. It says cheers. I was about to throw it away. I didn't even notice it. Look at it.
76. All right.
I remember good old 76.
I do too.
Look how light this one is.
Who was
as
it?
well.
It was,
It's very light.
I don't know, it was Pepsi or Coke. All their bottles, they had their bicentennial bottles back then.
Yep.
It's another light looking one here.
It is very light.
Excuse me.
Drinkable beer you
Belgian.
can taste. Sounds like there's a bar fight next door. That bar next door, that's where all the hooligans hang out.
Business district is getting kind of rough.
It is. So this is the
Might have to
hardcore pub.
move.
What's next door?
Well, Bop's Bar's on that side. On that side, that's just, I don't know, there's shady characters
No
hanging around
man's
that
land.
place all the time.
Shady.
I'll tell you what.
Tiger, I think, hangs out over there in the alley.
Yeah, I bet he probably mixes up with
And then
some
there's
bad
some
cats.
some pretty rough guys over there too. Jet, I think
He's
his
a-
name is.
Yeah.
Nickname is Jet.
Hey, now that's a good,
This has a nice
that's a
aroma.
good smell.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Now, IPA? No? Yes?
No, this is just their
Lager.
Sam's 76 lager.
It does kind of smell like an IPA though.
We set
Some
out to brew a
citrus.
beer.
Citrus.
What little I know.
It's a
Notes
beer you can
come-
enjoy all day long without having to sacrifice flavor.
Oh,
Perfectly
wow.
brewed for rooting on your sports teams.
I like that.
That's good.
That's
different. with
That's
friends.
really good.
That's citric.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's got that citrus.
it does.
Citrus. Smell,
I'm
but
sorry.
it doesn't-
Yeah, that's pronounced.
Doesn't kill it on the
It's,
flavor.
it's not an IPA flavor. It's just it's got a little citrus
That is
aroma
different.
coming off.
Very
That's
different.
nice.
Yes.
Gosh.
I like it
Especially
too.
when you got a nose like mine. And by that I mean one that's highly trained to smell these scents.
When you're from Florida too.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of that going on.
Right. Yeah. You know your citrus.
Mustache makes it look smaller. But I can get it in there, see? That does smell very
It
nice.
smells great. It's
Mhm.
amazing how light it is.
Mercy. I'm
I'm
liking
going to have to
that.
say it is crushable because
You're killing it.
I don't want to put the glass
Woo!
down.
No, I like
Mhm.
that. Again, which one was that?
What's
76?
76.
Okay.
That's 4.7% alcohol. Hey, when I blew the candles out when I turned 40, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
My new glasses are ready, by the way. I got to go to Target and get them. I was supposed to do that today.
Better things to do.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Are we
Priorities.
on time, production manager?
Priorities.
We're good?
Mhm.
Thumbs up. Production manager. Ooh.
Good
Alright.
gosh,
Man, the beer snob's going at it today.
I didn't have
I'm gonna
lunch.
give you a funnel. We got a
Kicking our
funnel.
butts, man.
I didn't
Oh,
have
man.
lunch. All right, so the Sam 76, you know, we were talking about Independence Day in this country, and that leads to
good.
Treason Day in England for my English viewers. And
Oops.
since we're talking about Treason Day, let's jump into this beer right here. This is a American IPA.
Love that.
It's boldly hoppy, and I want to see if on the third pour if I can actually get it right.
It's gonna be hard to follow up on the Sam 76.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
2
tell
thumbs
you.
up on that one. That
Oh,
was
God,
a great
that was
beer.
good.
Yeah.
Very, very
Okay.
good beer.
I have to learn how to get my math right. So if I got 2 bottles and 3 glasses, I need a full glass, a half a glass, and none in that
Four.
one. Then the other one will be
to 4.
full and half. Yeah.
So I should get 4 ounces here somewhere along the line.
Yeah. Well, maybe half
Oh, you
that
gotta
too.
do 2
So,
bottles.
Here. You can read that one.
there you go, right? Get your magnifying glass out.
Oops.
Ooh, we're getting up there. 6.5.
Mm.
I already feel, and like I say, I probably feel goofy because I had breakfast really early this morning,
Mhm.
and I didn't eat lunch yet.
Boldly hoppy.
Boldly hoppy.
Boldly.
Woo!
It's intensely juicy,
But it's American IPA.
West Coast style IPA.
Mercy.
6.5, you say?
I'll put that one there. Oh, good gosh.
Smells good.
Hmm?
It
Does
smells
it?
good. Yeah.
I'm enjoying this whole Sam Adams experience.
Yeah. Thus
You
far,
see the-
it's really good.
The carbonation in this one seems to be
A little minuscule.
very minuscule, but
As in small.
Mm-hmm.
I mean you can like actually count
Count the
bubbles
bubbles
that are
coming up. Sure.
But I've seen beers that looked carbonated that tasted flat on my tongue, and I've seen beers that look like that really you could feel it on your tongue. It's weird.
All in flavor.
I'm waiting for the,
Smells nice though. What is
Yep.
this? It's the American IPA.
I don't smell as much as the last one. You? No?
No, but it
How's it taste?
smells good.
Mm.
It tastes good. Just real IPA flavor.
It is IPA flavored, and it's kind of like, I think it's balanced because the flavor in your mouth is not really bitter, but you get that after you swallowed it, and it
Back
comes up the
taste.
back of your throat.
Bitterness. Yep.
But it kind of like balances it out. It's not too bitter.
Oh, it's all right.
I just like the label. Packaging.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I like
Huh?
Yeah, I know the different colors.
Different
it's-
colors. I
looks
mean,
good.
it's just gorgeous.
this one here. That's the one I'm looking forward to right there.
Yeah, your porter.
The
holiday
You're a
porter.
guy.
You waiting for that
Like
porter?
your porters.
Is that
I
going to
just-
be our last one?
That's
We-
it.
I may need a chair.
The grand finale.
It is not the highest. What was the highest one? So this is.
I'm behind you guys.
I think this one here is the highest one. Yeah, this is the only 6. This is 6.5%.
What's the porter now?
5.8.
All right, all right, all right.
Right.
Oh. Yeah. You know, for an IPA, it's not obnoxious.
No. No,
What do you think?
it's good. I
I'm
can
kind of
drink.
in between on this one.
Really? I can drink a few of these. This
Huh?
is just IPA
I
flavor.
just-
It's-
It is.
Thoroughly enjoyed the 76, and I'm
I did too. That was a great beer.
maybe
This
I'm
is-
disappointed now.
This is nice. Good step up.
I'll have to, because when I went to the store, I went to pick up some not bougie beers to drink when I'm not reviewing.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes over, I can't really offer them too much because I have one beer of a ton of different flavors because they're all for review purposes. So I have to have beers I can offer people when we aren't filming. And I went in there to get some Yingling, and of course I got suckered into their marketing because I walked through the cash registers. I'm walking towards the beer aisle, and right there on the end cap was a display of Samuel Adams Winter Classic. So I looked at it and I'm like, oh. They weren't refrigerated. They were room temperature, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to drink these right now anyway. So I
Sure.
grabbed it, and then I looked at it and I said, oh, there's 6 different beers in this pack,
Mhm.
which gives us 2 bottles of each. It's perfect for reviewing.
Yeah. That's,
I love
this is
Even though,
it. Beautiful.
you know,
Great.
Beautiful packaging.
yeah,
It
great
is.
variety pack so far.
I like how the caps are all identical. They're all just blue Sam Adams caps. But the labels, even though they're all similar, they've all got a different color.
Different color.
So it's like if you dumped them into the cooler
Yeah.
and buried them in ice, and you knew what your
Yep.
flavor, you like the red ones, you don't have to read them. You just, oh, there's a red one. Like, pull that thing out,
I agree. Color coding, I think, was
Purple.
genius here. It's,
I love the purple.
So,
Beautiful
how are
pack.
you on this one though? It's
I'm just kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, personally.
It's, to me, IPA wise, it's a lighter. It's got all the IPA flavors,
Yep.
but it's not really bold and obnoxious.
But they call that out though. Boldly hoppy, right?
They did.
Was that this
Exactly.
one?
They
What
surely
did they say on the label?
They did.
It,
Boldly.
um, It is boldly hoppy.
I'm not
It
getting
is.
that too much though.
Well,
I mean, it is hoppy, but I don't think it's as boldly as they think it is. It's hoppy, but I've tasted way hoppier.
Mhm.
And I think like sometimes they can go overboard with the hoppiness, and then
Right.
it's like that's all you get out of it is hoppiness. I don't get anything else.
This is a good beer. Backdrop of bitterness, flavor, but it's a
Yeah, the flavor you get in
Drink
your
some
mouth
of
when the
this.
beer is on your tongue is different than after you've swallowed it. And then, just that secondary flavor just comes up the back of your throat, and it's a little bitter, but it's not bad.
no.
I still give it a thumbs up.
yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Especially if you don't like IPAs, this would be a good introduction to an IPA.
Right.
Start drinking that, get used to it, and then you can move up to the other ones that are boldly or
Boldly.
They're
That's
boldly,
a good word.
yeah.
Good word choice there. Boldly or.
all right.
That's not bad at all.
4 out of 6 down.
Yeah.
What do we got left? Oh, We got the Boston Lager and the Holiday Port. Well, it looks like we're going with the Boston Lager. Distinctively complex and balanced.
Complex, that's
I like
a
the
loose
sound
term.
of that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I do too. I have expectations for this beer as well. I think this might be one of my favorites.
Think so?
Yep.
Every single one of these has a white head.
Mm-hmm.
I know the porter's going to be the game changer. I know it is.
I must say,
I'm
I like
pretty
the,
excited for it.
I like the label on it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just like the color of it. Doesn't mean anything. It's a white can, and this stuff comes out of it. No, my head. Anyway,
Did you quote that?
that was one of the goofy times in my life.
This is
It happens.
5% ABV. It's another one that appears to, the other one I said it looked mildly carbonated, but I didn't really get a flat taste in my mouth.
Same deal.
Yeah, this one looks,
Yours is darker than mine. No, maybe.
they make those special glasses, and I'm already feeling goofy, so it's in here. I can't get it to come out here, what those glasses are called, but I don't know what they like laser etch the bottoms, and it causes the carbonation to get released out of the beer quicker or
They're making a
something.
glass of that.
Yeah, I forget what
Oh,
that's
wow.
called.
Pretty cool.
I remember back in the day, like if a beer looked like this to me, and I was in a restaurant, you'd take a little salt shaker and you'd throw a little salt in your beer, and it would cause the.
See, I've seen people do that before, but I've never really
It's not for the
understood
flavor.
that.
Not for the flavor.
Right.
It causes more bubbles to come out of the.
Little
I don't know.
chemistry
Yeah,
going
a little
on
It
there.
chemistry.
knocks them down,
Yeah.
right? The head. It knocks the head down, right? With salt.
Oh,
No?
does it? Well, salt has a dual purpose, and I learned this one at
Maybe
Hooters.
Hooters.
Decades
Maybe it's
ago.
just their finger.
At Hooters, they don't give you a coaster on your table. It's a napkin.
Yep.
We're back on the Hooters.
And if you're drinking a cold beer,
We like Hooters.
so the glass is gonna sweat. Yeah, it's gonna get moisture, condensation.
Condensation.
You
right.
got cold beer.
Right.
It's warmer out here, so you're gonna get some moisture on the glass. And if you're sitting it on a napkin, then you go to drink it, the napkin sticks to the bottom of the glass, and it's kind of annoying.
Yes, that's right.
So
That's
my
right.
Hooters girl, friggin' 35 years ago,
I remember that.
came and saw when I pulled my beer up, the napkin was stuck to the bottom. So she comes over and she says, "Let me fix that for you." And she's pulled the thing off, she grabbed a salt shaker, and she's put salt on the napkin and then set the beer back down.
Huh.
And she says, "It won't stick anymore." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I picked up my beer. Sure enough, the friggin' beer did not stick to the napkin.
No, great story.
I love it.
I
Hooters
remember
is not
that.
just a place to eat.
Yeah.
It's a place to learn.
Learn science too.
Yeah.
I love the science talk. We're
Yes.
beer snob, the science guy, right? That's where we're at.
And I do have to tell
Do
you.
you guys want to drink out of a straw?
Yeah, I may want
I've
one
got
in a
some
minute.
straws here.
I may have to have
Yes,
one for
let me
this
have
one.
2, 1. No, can I tell you a story about the Hooters real quickly?
Yeah.
Lived in Tampa, 1984. We used to go to
A
Clearwater
year
Beach.
after the opening of the original one.
The original one on 60. And we'd come back and hang out at the Hooters, and they have really great grouper sandwiches.
Oh, back in those days, because I've eaten at the original Hooters many times. I lived in
on
Clearwater.
60. Oh, God.
That grouper sandwich, when they would deliver it, you got the bun. It was like an
Oh.
open face sandwich. You had the bottom bun and the top bun, and you had a
But
big
those
old slab.
sandwiches are like this big.
It came with like 2 slabs of beef. Because I was like, man, one time I tried to stack them on top.
Yes,
I'm like,
you
there's
cut
no
in
way
half.
it's this tall. There's no way I can dislocate my jaw enough to get it in my mouth. So I would just eat half of it and then get a to-go box.
You'd have
Because
to cut it in half.
they
It was
gave
so
you
good.
a lot of
and it was
food
a
with that
real
sandwich.
grouper.
Yes. Then they changed it to like the cousin of the grouper sandwich, and
Which I
now
don't-
I don't know what they
I
call
don't
it.
know what that is.
I don't know what they call it. But if you remember back in the day, also the wings. I don't know. This is all drunk speculation. I think in the old
Too
days
drunk?
they might have used turkey
That's
wings
a good term though. I like that. Drunk speculation. I'll start
because
using
they
that.
used to have big wings. They used to have, and I swore I said these can't be chickens. These got to be turkey wings or something. But then one day I go there and the wings are like small, and I was like,
Oh,
what is this? They went from turkeys to pigeons or something. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's okay because when that happened, I was always a wing guy there. But when that happened, I
Sure,
started
just a wing
exploring.
guy?
Well,
There's other things of larger size in that place as well. No?
yeah. Well, my wife did used to work at the one down the street here, and so that was a reason for me to go there all the time and eat because she wasn't there
X-rated.
to like fix me the food, so I had to go there to get it fixed for me. And I decided, well, I'm gonna keep coming here. I gotta just work my way through the menu. So, did you know they have a menu?
Yes.
I didn't know this forever. I didn't know.
No, no.
They actually have other things besides wings.
Other
when you
than
go there.
wings.
Yeah.
Other than wings.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
wings are
they
good.
do have a really good. Now I have small kids, so I ordered them a grilled cheese one time, and they ate most of it, but didn't eat the rest of it. And I like took a bite, and I'm like, oh, this is. I like put 3 cheeses on their grilled cheese. You got like a yellow cheese, a white cheese, and a
Ooh,
creamy
nice.
cheese
Very
on
nice.
their like Texas toast. I mean,
Ooh, very
I'm
good.
a grown man. I went in there and ordered their grilled cheese
Right,
lots
get
of
one of
times.
those.
Hey,
Especially if you're drinking a beer and you got that nice grilled cheese in there, and it's
cheese and beer.
It's,
Darn.
Good
We're finished here. Let's go to Hooters.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Let's go to one in
So what do you
Clearwater.
what do you think of this?
I forgot what we were drinking. What is this?
Well,
Oh, this is the Boston
just
Lager.
The regular Boston Lager. Yep.
Distinctively complex and balanced.
Sorry, we get off the beaten
This does
path.
have.
Rabbit hole.
We get
Shut
off the
down
beaten
rabbit hole.
path.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm gonna guess since these are called the Winter Classics, these aren't the standard Sam Adams. When you go to the bar and you order
Right.
Sam Adams, these are not what you're getting. But
Tastes like a regular beer to me.
That might
It
be
does.
The, is that
I-
the original, you think?
I'm
Like
thinking-
the first one, maybe.
That's
I'm thinking that so far
good.
of the 5, excluding the porter,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that the Sam 76 is my favorite so far.
That's just a different level. I agree with you.
Of course, that would be this one right over here.
That beer,
No, I agree with you.
that
Just
beer was
because of
awesome.
the flavor.
It was
They
so
do some-
good.
That citric.
And
I
hey,
don't know.
they hit the nail on the head, and they said crushable.
Educate me on that. So that means you can drink more than one?
Several of them.
It's,
I mean,
I think it's
crushable as in crush the can?
Crushable as in I can sit down and,
And drink a lot of
drink
them.
and drink and drink.
Boy,
That
I
is
just-
a good.
You know, Ray, the beers I normally drink
Crushable.
are not crushable.
Right.
You
Right,
drink
right,
one,
right.
And you're-
you might drink 2,
right.
Right.
but you're not gonna nobody's gonna buy. I'm sure somebody out there is gonna buy a 4-pack of KBS
KBS. I was
and
just about
drink
to say
it.
KBS.
They'll slam that 4-pack of KBS. But
Mhm.
That'd be
those
hard.
are super men.
Few and far in
I'm
between.
I'm not one of those.
No, no,
Yeah.
I get it.
You know, like I say, if I bought a 4, like I say, you go to a party and you've got a 30-pack of Busch Light, and you show up with a 12-pack of regular Coors, and I show up with a 4-pack of
I do like the
KBS,
banquet beers.
and the women at the party, they were like, "Oh, Ray's the high roller. He's got all the beer, and you know, Hunter, he brought a lot of. Look at that cheapskate over there, Brian. He just bought 4 beers. What kind of cheapskate is that? I tell you what, by the end of the night,
It'll kick your butt.
he drank 30. He's standing there. He's like, you
Really
know,
are going
solving
strong,
quantum physics problems. Hunter,
I'm
he's
listening,
straight
Brian.
as an arrow, and then there's me. I had 1 beer out of my 4-pack, and oh, they're
Straight as an
goofy,
arrow.
you know. Oh, yeah. You know, the women are gonna want the 3 that KBSs that I have left.
I know.
I mean, I think that's how it goes because I haven't been to a
I just
party in a
never
long
heard that
time.
term.
They're
Never heard
crushable.
that term before.
I love
Crushable.
that. That's
They put it on the label.
brilliant marketing by
Don't you
them.
think?
I love that.
I think
Crushable.
I think crushable is
You've
a
heard of that
term.
before?
No, I haven't, but it
Okay.
makes sense to me in the fact that you can drink several of those. They're going to be good.
You know, it's like you go to the doctor, and he tells you. I used this term in the previous year. Your
Yeah.
phlebotomizer's been jinkulated, and you're like, "Oh, geez, what does that mean? How long do I got?"
Oh God!
He's like, "Well, it means you sprained your big toe." Why didn't you just say that? You had me all worried. Now my blood pressure's through the roof. So I
Hypertension
think-
coming on.
I think that
Oh, mercy.
common people, normal, everyday people, beer drinkers, crushable, I think, would be a term that they would use.
Yep.
But beer reviewers, when they're talking about that same meaning, they call it sessionable, which means you can sit down and have a whole session of drinking these. You're not just going to drink one and that's it. That's not a
Crushable,
session.
sessionable.
Yeah.
love
I think
that.
personally, I think crushable sounds better.
It does. Yeah.
When you're
Session.
drinking out of bottles, You don't want to crush these bottles.
Well, hey, get the beer in the glass. Though.
Yeah.
That's something you've taught me too. I think
Yeah.
it's,
Pouring hard.
it's important to not
That's-
only see the beer, but you get that aroma.
I'm telling you, that's going to pay off here.
Yeah, that's
I'm-
the porter.
man.
Look at that.
I'm excited.
It's a
for
brown
this.
bottle.
Oh,
This
I
is-
know. You can't
the
even.
light.
This has
Can't
been a
even
good
see
run.
through it.
That's the last one, right? This has been a
All right,
good
so
run.
here's one thing about the Sam 76, and we'll go back to that. I know we're on the Boston Lager, but I feel like this is a Winter Classics variety pack.
Yes.
I feel like I can drink that beer any time during the year.
I'll have
Not
to look.
necessarily just for winter.
Yes. I wonder if is it available. You know, some
Right.
beers are, they're limited to a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope you could get the Sam 76 year round. I don't know. This is the first time that I've had any of these beers here, other than and I don't even know what you call it. When like if I go to Hooters, they have Sam Adams on tap, and that's what I get. But I don't look what Sam Adams is. It's just
Exactly.
Yeah.
what
You
do
think
they
it's
call
the
their?
original, maybe, or no?
I-
It's normally not that.
I think we're
it's-
on it.
I think the lager.
I think we're on it right now. I think it's
Yes,
the
I
Boston
think the
Lager.
blue label.
It is good. It is.
No, it is. It is. It tastes like a beer.
See,
Yeah.
the Sam Adams, the Boston Lager, 5% alcohol, 30 IBUs. Those international bitterness units, 30 is low. It's not a bitter beer. You know, I think the highest one I did was like 120 IBUs, and when you drank it, you immediately got like the bitterness overwhelmed everything. Even though you didn't taste it in the front, that freaking came up back of your
Back taste.
I did.
Yeah. After.
That
after
bitterness
taste.
just boxing your little boxing bag you got in the back of your throat, you know, like that.
But
It's
they
just
rate
like-
that. That's
Yeah.
hard to believe they even do that
Yeah.
these days, but
Oh,
I
that's
guess
awesome.
they do. I've heard you say that on a couple of reviews there.
All right.
I'm excited.
Woo! Woo!
This has
Ric
got to be
Flair.
it.
Woo!
It's got to be it.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
Well, I'm on my.
It's nice that we do not have a white head here. This is
Look. It's a big head.
Watch how you say that.
man, those bubbles are
Man.
falling fast right there. But look how see.
Good
You're
God.
only a child for a small
Oh,
time.
I know.
You
Get
just-
a little
you-
darker
This
on
is
that.
good
Get a
stuff
little
to
darker.
watch, though.
It
Look at
grows
this
up-
cascading feature here.
It grows up so
It
fast.
continues to come.
I know. It's gorgeous.
I love it.
I
You
know.
love to see it.
We got a little darker all of a
it's,
sudden.
it's lighter than I thought it would be. I'll say that. Just right off the bat, and looking at what beer we do have in the glass.
I am going to. Let me look.
We
for
got
it.
darker.
Here it is.
Beautiful.
This is my key right here. I'm going to do a how to make a black and tan video.
Okay.
All the ones on the internet or on YouTube talk about using a spoon. You know, you turn a
Right,
spoon
right.
over and pour the beer over the rounded part. This is the key right here. Not meant for it, but when I used to brew my own beer, this was kept all the big chunks of like fruits and stuff out of the.
Is that part of the particulates? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I like particulation in my beer.
Articulation. Right. Look at that head.
Man.
That is a root beer
We got a
float.
little darker
It
there at
is.
the
That's
end.
exactly what it looks like. I was just going to say it.
This
Root beer float.
the holiday porter
Ray has
is
to take a look.
dark and robust. This has English ale hops and Bavarian noble hops to create an exceptional and delicious winter brew.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
One of, actually my buddy that just went to England, he texted me a picture. And he's in Cambridge, or Cambridge, however they say it. Snow on the ground.
Already?
He's originally from Indianapolis, so he's used to that. When I was in the Marines, I woke up one morning and there was snowflakes falling. It wasn't on the ground, but I'm from the south, I mean, Florida.
Yep.
I ran around, I woke up all my buddies to come out. They were all northerners. They're like, so what? There's freaking flakes falling from the sky. What's the big deal? I'm like, it's snowing! Get the camera!
Never seen it before,
So
man.
there's a picture of me in a friggin' red winter coat. I'm out there with a big smile on my face because it's snowing. And they're out there in like shorts with a look on their face like, I might have to throw that up if I can find it. Yeah.
My,
There.
my only white Christmas is in Jacksonville, Florida.
Really?
Wow.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
When was that? That wasn't in like 70s.
92?
Oh, it snowed there?
1992. Well, it was more ice than it was snow. But,
Well,
Yep.
living in
Yeah.
Atlanta, we know how devastating the ice can be. Because I know we're the laughing stock of the whole country when it gets in those conditions. Because we only got, there's no mountains in Atlanta. We just get little rolling hills, but when the I-20
The
ice
north.
is over, traffic don't
Yeah.
move.
But
They
it
used to
rains.
they used to scatter like sand, which didn't have the same effect as salt. But I think after that big thing where we got laughed at by everybody,
The snowpocalypse.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I think they started investing in
that.
some salt on
Barely.
rare occasions because another chemistry, you know,
Hey.
salt added to water lowers the freezing point of the water.
This is not a beer channel. This is a science channel now.
It is. Oh, look at that.
No, but that's pretty right
I
there.
gotta say, of the 6, this is the one I like looking at the most.
You're biased.
I am. I am.
It's lighter than I thought it would be.
Before I taste it, though, I'm gonna say right now, the Sam 76 is where
I'm right there
That's-
with you.
Ooh.
I hope I can buy that in year round.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that, I can taste that
It's
in the
not just a
summertime.
winter classic, as the pack calls, but I think that's a beer that
That would
you
be
can
nice.
drink any time.
That would be nice to have by the pool
Ah.
in the summertime.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
What do you
Whoa.
think? You took a sip?
I like it. But that's because Brian turned me on to this. Dark ales.
All right, now that's okay. That's
Mm.
good. That's good.
See, that's
I'm
got
getting
the
back on
flavor.
track. I'm getting back on track.
That has got the flavor that
Wow.
I like.
Mm-hmm. Getting back on track. Although I've enjoyed
The whole pack's
the
been
tear
good.
up.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to
Oh,
even
that's good
rank
right there.
what we've done. I'm excited to drink the rest of this beer. Though.
Yeah, this
That is a
one,
good, flavorful beer.
I'm one of those people that most, like 99% of the country thinks I ruin my steaks. Because I like my steaks well done. But there's a difference in a well done steak that's just burnt to a charcoal briquette. I like to cook my steak slowly until it's cooked all the way through. But then crank up that fire and get a nice little black Asian. That's right, black Asian. On the outside of the steak. So
The
it's
hard crust, the
So-
sear that you bring.
Yeah.
sure.
And then after I grill, when I take the grill and I take my grill brush, you hold that over a bowl, and so when you scrape all the charred stuff off the grill, it goes in a bowl. That's like topping for my steak. I love the charcoal flavor.
well, that's
I do
all
too.
where the
I do
flavor
too.
comes from.
Yeah.
You don't get that with propane and propane accessories, but I do love watching King of the Hill. I'm binge watching it. I'm on season 11 right now. How many seasons was it on? I don't know. I like it.
Ran for a while, I guess.
I think we feel like we're king in the hill right here.
Are we on
That's-
season 11 right now?
We're hanging out.
I can
Season
tell you-
11 of Sam Adams Winter Classics Variety Pack.
This,
Hey.
yes, this
Hi.
Sam Adams Winter Classics was not that expensive.
Really?
For 12 beers, I don't remember what I paid, but I think it was like $16.99, which is a little over $1 a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Still, that's
No.
pretty good. And so the packaging and I guess really the placement of it as well turned you onto it.
well, see what they did. Brilliant, brilliant marketing. I go into Publix, the grocery store, and I'm walking towards the beer aisle, which is, kind of over on one side of the store. Before I got to that area, that was an in display. They had it just jumped out at me. I was walking by, not even trying to look at it. It's like I was walking by like this,
Beautiful.
and it jumped out, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? I didn't even make it to the beer aisle.
It's great. Great packaging.
So I bought it,
No.
and
Awesome.
I thought this would be a fantastic, in my early reviews when I would do this many beers by myself, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I'm doing this. Once again, I don't think Hunter can get drunk.
Oh, I can.
Well, I can too.
Hey,
I have.
by the time this comes out, Hunter's already drunk review will be out. KBS.
Just wait for that.
Maple.
Quite a
Was it the
surprise.
Maple
We
Mackinac Fudge
We
one
can
that we
not
did that with?
put that one on.
None of us remember
YouTube.
doing that one, but it was done because the proof was on the camera. So
That was.
We'll see how it goes. What do you think? You like this?
Oh yeah, that's
you
that's
guys, you are
right up
porter,
my alley,
you're
man.
Porter guys.
and Brian has turned me on to
I
that.
can tell you-
taste.
I was the
Absolutely.
weirdo I'm always the weirdo, but in the summertime, porters and stouts is what I was drinking, and like you're kind of limited, like say, because there's not a lot of those available
It's not
in the
season.
summertime.
Yeah.
People, you know, there are breweries that make it, but you don't like your choices go way down. Because in the summertime, you're drinking lagers, IPAs, lighter things because it's hot. You know,
Yep.
when it's hot, you don't want to drink a beer.
Right.
When it's
Right.
hot, you want the crushable ones.
Crushable.
You can drink
God, I
them.
love
It
that.
says it
That's
right on the
awesome.
label. It
Never heard
says
that term
crushable.
before.
we
Never
set out to
heard
brew a
that.
beer that you can enjoy all day long.
Which is amazing.
That doesn't mean you pop the top
That's-
and you take a sip every 30 minutes and you just
You're-
wet your lips and you drink one beer all
It's
day
a
long.
pound,
No, it means you're
pounding
drinking
beer.
you're
I've never
drinking
heard that term
beers
on a beer.
all day long.
And it's in their winter pack. I mean, what do you think about that? Conceptually, that's a beer
That confuses me
that's in their
because
winter classics variety pack.
Crush
although remember we talked about this in the tackle box by Sweetwater. Sometimes they might put a beer in a variety pack to see what goes on with it, and I think that's a beer that is out of place. Well, of course, I think this one's out of place in a wintertime beer too. The Holiday White Ale. This is another summertime beer because it's very light. It's very light on the flavor. But the Sam Adams, this one is very delicious, and it's I don't know, it just screamed summertime to me when I
Yep.
was drinking it.
You get that citrus aroma.
But maybe that's why it's in a winter
It
pack.
doesn't. Yeah.
Some people that live up north where it's like snows 10 months out of the year, and they're all gloomy and depressed because it's so cold, they drink that and they can fantasize about, I'm on a beach in Tahiti or something.
All right. I love. That's honestly, you might have hit the nail on the head there.
But
You
I
might
would-
be onto something.
I would love to drink that in the summertime. So I'm hoping that it's available. So of the
It's
of
good.
the 6, me personally, I would buy this Sam 76 in the summer, and I would buy this Holiday Porter in the wintertime. What do you think about that?
I agree with it. 100%. Hunter?
No, I'm right on with you. To be honest with you, too, I like the American IPA as well. IPA flavor, not they say boldly on the flavor on the label rather,
Boldly
but
hoppy.
it honestly
I don't
has a
think
really
it's-
good beer flavor,
Yeah.
and you get that IPA aroma, but it's not
Yeah.
overbearing, and
Yeah.
that is a good beer. The Boston Lager, I liked it as well. If I had to rank these, I mean, honestly, I'd put the Holiday White Ale last.
Yeah,
I agree.
But
I agree.
everything else that we had in this variety pack was awesome.
Yes.
And for the price, it was even doubly awesome. I say, it's not just Sam Adams White Ale. I've tasted many, many white ales, and they've all disappointed me. They're just not what I like. I'm sure where was I? Oh. So, buying this as a variety pack, well worth the money. If these were individual packs, definitely I would buy this in a 6-pack, a 12-pack, a 24-pack, whatever they sold it. This is great. The Holiday Ale, I wouldn't buy that again. This American IPA, like I say, I'm a newly converted IPA lover.
Yep.
I have since May. It's December now. I don't know what May to December. That's 5 to 12. So, what's that equal?
You got it.
Yeah.
This is a science channel, not a math channel.
This American IPA, if you're scared to try IPAs because you tasted one and it was just too much, this would be a good
Starter
beer for you to try to get you into the IPA flavors, because it's not obnoxious, it's not overbearing. It's a very subtle entry into the IPA beer. This Boston Lager Samuel Adams just tastes like the Samuel Adams I get, in the store, which it always gets me loopy. I like the flavor. It's nice. I definitely buy that. And this winter lager, I was thinking this was going to taste like an IPA because it's got orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger, but honestly, I didn't get a whole lot of that flavor out of those. It tasted like a beer that had something, I'm going to speak French, Is it je ne sais quoi?
You got it.
It had that certain something.
Yep.
But I don't know what it was. It tasted like beer, but then it had a flavor in there that was intriguing.
And so I got redemption on that beer.
Yes. Hey.
You did? After how many years?
Call it 6, maybe 7. It's, you know.
Yeah.
My,
You like it now.
my 18-year-old self took 2 sips and
Well,
probably poured it
it's
out.
the,
I can tell you that
That's
a lot, and I'm going to say
that's
100% of 18-year-olds think they know everything, when in fact they know absolutely nothing. So
fair enough.
it's nice when you get old enough you can look back and say, hey, I recognize that,
Yeah,
what I'm the same way. Like I say, the cheap beers that I used to like, I used to think they were good
Yeah.
because I didn't have a good beer to compare it to.
right.
So when you're drinking piss poor beers that are all down here, yeah, you're gonna have your favorite out of those. But there's all beers that are way up here. I mean, once you taste those, you kind of don't want to go
Absolutely.
back.
Absolutely.
Don't want to go back.
I loved it though. The second go round of that beer, it was good.
Yeah.
I would drink it again. Now, taste
Samuel,
buds have evolved.
Samuel Adams Winter
Beautiful.
Classics.
Nice.
It's a good pack if you find it, get it, buy it, taste it. You'll have your favorite. Holiday Porter does it for me. Sam Adams 76 also. Yeah, I think I could have both those at the same time. I think, normally when you make a black and tan, you got your light and dark. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to go buy this again just so I can make make a black
That
and
would be
tan
an
on my box.
interesting combination there if you did that. If you took the porter, maybe the 76 lager.
I think it would look beautiful.
I'm
Interesting combination.
It is.
with you. Great lineup there.
Yeah, no, that's, hey,
I mean,
satisfied
that's a
out
great
of
lineup.
all
Great.
6 of these beers,
Sam Adams, Boston.
they out of the park. They did great. This is awesome.
There's something here for everybody.
Yep.
Yes.
You take this to the party.
You're
None of
good.
these are not going to get drink.
No.
Or drank. Or drunk.
Drunk.
Or drunk.
They might
or
get drunk.
Drunk. They're gonna
Might
get drunk.
Yeah.
The beers,
We
we're
might
gonna
get-
get drunk.
Yeah.
You might get drunk. Drink.
Everyone's gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thanks for stopping by.
2 thumbs up. Sam's Adam Winter Classics.
I don't have a
Love it.
final sip to say my go-to phrase, but
It's so
we'll
good.
see you all next time. Till then.